Hey guys, Kim here. You're tuned back into the Digital MP, a place where healthcare professionals can build a strong personal brand. And so we are in January. It's 2023. So happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. Um it's been great. It's been great so far. We've gone through December and I've received a lot of great feedback. And I thought from the feedback, I think a place that I really want to go for this month is really talking about video. I want to talk about video because I have a lot of people that I've had conversations with that are really looking at how, and I find myself kind of repeating myself of, you need to get on video, you need to get in front of a camera. And I realize that that can be very scary for people. And so I want to use this time this month to kind of unpack what video is, why it's so important to your brand, and why you really should lean into getting comfortable on camera, especially if you're trying to build your professional brand. You want that to translate to a personal brand, and just how do you go about doing that? And so today, as I was thinking through, so what topics should be talked about, what should you cover, and there's so much I can say. I absolutely love video. Clearly, if you're watching this, you're watching me on YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube has opened up a lot of doors for me, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But as I was thinking about what topics should I actually go over, I thought the first topic that I should speak about is, how do I use video to promote my brand? you know, I think it's very important to talk about the power of video and why you should incorporate that. Why I believe everybody should have some element of video somewhere when it comes to your business, when it comes to your brand. I also understand that some people are not necessarily looking to have a business, but you also want to develop career wise. You want to have some career development. That's your personal brand, right? And so, with that being said, I do believe that being on camera, having some element of video where you'll be able to be camera ready, I think that's very important. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about how I personally use video to promote my personal brand. So before we get into the different points that I'm going to bring up, I think it's very necessary that we talk about why video. Why is it that video, you'll hear the tag that says video is king? And it is, it really is. And simply put, I mean, there's lots of different reasons, but simply put, video really connects people with you through all senses. I mean, clearly there's probably one sense that they can't get through, like they can't smell you. I mean, they can't smell you. So it's not like it's going to be really all five senses. But the truth of the matter is, it's conversational. So, like right now, as you all are looking at me and listening to me, we're talking as if we're having, it's almost very conversational. So, for one, you can see me. You see my mannerisms, you see my facial expressions, you can hear me, you can see the inflections in my voice. So you can figure out when I'm joking or when I'm being matter of fact, those things like that. You in my background, there are textures in my background, so though you can't physically feel me or you can't physically feel my brand, you can connect some type of texture to my brand. And I guess with that being said, as well with smell, like I tend to have candles, they're not lit today, but like you can get a vibe of like scent right wise, right? Now the only thing that you can't do is like taste my brand, you know what I'm saying? You get, but with that being said, you can connect with people through a lot of senses where you can't do that through necessarily writing, and you can't necessarily do that just through audio. If somebody doesn't know you, right, they may not be able to pick up on your jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person that's very sarcastic. And so I can say something, and if you don't know me, you may not know that I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see me, you may not see that I have a big smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like being matter of fact. And you got to think about that when you're introducing yourself on the online space, is that people don't know you. And it's not a bad thing. They're going to get to know you, but you have to show them who you are, and video does that very well. So let's go ahead and get into how I actually use video um, on my different platforms, because not only do I have a YouTube channel, I actually have different social media outlets as well, and how I incorporate video and why I do that too. So I'm going to give you a little bit of the reason behind why I do that. And so, first up, we're on one big platform is I use YouTube to promote my business. And here is the reason why. A lot of people don't understand that the number one search engine in the world is Google. The number two search engine in the world is YouTube. But here's the gotcha there. YouTube is owned by Google. So if the number one owns the number two, don't you think that they will push out videos more on YouTube than any other video platform? Because there are other platforms that are out there, but YouTube is by far the biggest platform that's out here, right? Also, YouTube has a search engine already in it. Just like Google, you can go to the search bar and you can search any topic. The same thing is true about YouTube. They have a search bar. You go in, and let's say you're trying to learn how to change a tire. You can go to YouTube. You don't have to go to Google that kicks you over to YouTube. You can just go straight to YouTube, put in how to change a tire, and you can see someone changing a tire, walking you all the way through it, right? And so YouTube is such a powerful tool because of the discoverability. You can be discovered by people all around the world. And trust me, I have had people to find me through YouTube and to reach out to me and send me an email that want to work with me. There have been quite a few of clients that I've worked with that have literally purchased the service of mine or have collaborated with me because they found me on YouTube. So discoverability is bar none. Like, there's nothing that compares to it. Also, YouTube has a very, very high shelf life. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to challenge you to do this. Like, try this for yourself. Go into YouTube and just search any topic. Just search any topic. Let's go back to changing the tire. How to change a tire. Chances are what is going to pop up is going to be a video from the past. It's probably not going to be a video that just somebody posted today or yesterday or even last month. It is very easy for you to find videos that are like 5 years old, 2 years old, 8 years old, or even more that rank top of the list when you go to search for it. Okay. And that's really the goal, is that when people go to search for your topic, that you actually pop up at the top without them trying to scroll. That's a whole nother conversation for another day, and something that I do kind of reserve for people that I work with one-on-one, because it's very intricate and you got to take some time to unpack that. But when you go and search for a video or anything, what pops up first lets you know where it ranks on the list. And most of the time, if not all the time, those videos have some years under their belt. So it's the gift that keeps giving. And it's like this snowball effect that you put that video out there and you can actually get leads from that one video years and years down the road, as long as you're doing what you're doing. And let's say, for instance, you have like a digital product, like a course, an online course that's on demand, where you don't have to physically be there. The service is not, I have to physically be there. I've already created something. Maybe it's an ebook, or maybe it's a book. If you're talking about that product through a YouTube video and you still have it available, you could still get, and it's very highly that you will still get sales for that, get inquiries for that service years and years down the road, because that one video is the gift that keeps on giving. So using YouTube for the discoverability as well as the high shelf life is one of the ways that I incorporate. I use video to promote my business and the services that I use today. So the second way that I use video is to promote other content pieces that I have. So I use video to promote other forms of content within my business. I use short form video to promote my long form. I use my long form video to promote services that I provide. And again, going back to that gift that keeps on giving, I use it to promote other things that are going on, to get awareness out and for brand awareness for other things that I have going on within my business and brand. And so let me lean a little bit into short form and long form, just a tad bit, because I actually am going to make a video that kind of explains what's the difference. But you actually use your short form video to promote your long form video. Okay. And that's how I do it. I know there's a lot of creators that do it that way as well. So if I put out a YouTube video and I'm trying to let people know what I'm doing and what I've just put out, I want people to go and watch the video. I may take clips, small clips from that YouTube video and turn it into a reel or a TikTok or short on YouTube. I may, use it as just a video clip to put up on LinkedIn with the link for people to watch the full video somewhere else. So I'm getting that engagement on that short form content, which is most likely going to be on a social media platform. And then I'm getting them over to my more long form platform, which for me is YouTube. So I use video to promote other pieces of content that I have and to bring awareness to the other services that I offer. So the next two are kind of tethered together, and you'll see when I unpack it. So for one, I use video. That's a heavy aspect of my pitching. When I pitch brands, when I pitch organizations, when I approach organizations for possible partnerships and collaborations, I really leverage the power of video and my ability to make video and to be able to do it independently without them having to send somebody or get their tech team involved. I know how to do video and I know how to shoot my own self. I know how to edit. And so that's one less thing and one barrier that I take away from them, which for organizations and businesses, that means saving them some money, time and money. And so what I do with video is I use that as a leveraging tool when I go to pitch organizations to work with. And so leading into that last tip that I want to talk about, because of that, that's kind of like my audition tape. Now, mind you, I am not like an entertainer. I'm not a actress. So I'm not talking about audition in the sense of that. That's why I said audition. But when you are working with organizations, you are a representation of whatever you're doing. Even if you're standing on your own and y'all are collaborating together, when you work with other people or other organizations, and trust me, they're thinking the same thing about you, you're always thinking about how this brand is going to represent our brand. How is this person going to represent us? And so people vet you before they say yes, before they take meetings with you. They go and they do their search, for you, which is the reason why I want to tell, reason why I'm so adamant about people having an online presence, because when people hear about you, they go look you up. For me, I have had a relatively easy time working with organizations. Pretty much every organization that I have approached has wanted to work with me in some shape or form or fashion. And a lot of times it's because when they go and search my name, what pops up is a lot of video content because I'm heavily on YouTube. That's my primary platform. I put out video content on social media. So if you search me, chances are you're going to find a video of me. And when they look at that video, they're able to see how I am on camera. They see how I speak. They see what my mannerisms are. They see how I am in front of the camera and on a mic. And if they are looking for what I offer, because again, like I have mentioned before, I bring my full self and I'm unapologetically me. And if that is something that aligns with their brand, then it's a no-brainer for them. It's a no-brainer. They already see what I can do. They already know how I'm going to be when I interview people, because guess what? On my YouTube channel, I have tons of interviews. I've done podcast interviews. So they know exactly how well I am with when it comes to conversation and keeping the conversation going and how to facilitate and be a panelist because I've done it so much. They have tons of resources to draw on. And so the thing that I just want to drive home here is that it will save you a lot of back and forth with organizations and businesses if you're interested in partnering and collaborating with them. If you have video content, they already know who they're dealing with before you even come to the table. And there's been a lot of times where I have been invited to get on a meeting or a call because of a possible partnership. And I get into the room and they've already looked at all my content and they're already just like, hey, can you do this? And can you do that? And guess what? We'll pay you to do that you're already doing, right? Because they already see what I offer and that comes across so well on video. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. I really wanted to give you guys some highlights of why video is so important when it comes to your business and your brand and the importance of it in promoting your brand. And so I thought the best way to do that is just to share how I do it. And those are just a few ways. One of the things that I can say, one of the best things that I could have done for my business and my brand is get comfortable with video. That's by far the best thing that I could have done because through that I learned a lot of um I would say parallel skills that having video, like I've mentioned, I know how to speak. I know what lighting myself is. I know what framing myself is. I know what editing video is and sound and all that, all these things I had to learn how to do to be able to get on video. And now, mind you, if you are a novice, you're going to learn, and I had to learn all of this. But now that I invested that time into learning it, now I can just reap the benefits of my investment with that and my investment of time. And so wanted to share those things with you. And I also want to say, if you are someone who is looking to build your brand and you're serious, right? Because I understand many of us, we know that it's important, but you're not in a space where you want to invest in it. Like it's important, but not right now. I get it. I get it. We all got things in our lives and stuff like that. And so, but if you are that person who's ready to do something now, maybe you want to open up a new revenue stream, or maybe you just want to create more options so you can have the option to say what you do with your time and how you spend your time. I encourage you to drop down in the description box because I do have some resources that could really help you, just depending upon what your needs are. So I do offer a couple of different levels of assistance and resources. So definitely have resources that are more like you can do it on your own, you can do it yourself. I have resources where I can help you, I do it with you, and then I also have some resources where I can do it for you with building your brand. And so the best thing that you can do, so we can decide what your best need is, how I can best meet your need, is you can book a discovery call with me, and then we can discuss it to see if we're a good fit for each other. So go ahead and drop down in the description box, book a call with me, and let's have a chat. Now, you've been sitting here with Kim, the Digital MP, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.